Good evening everyone, welcome back to a Chart Nerd technical analysis video. Today we will be discussing VELO. The ticker is VELO against USDT on the daily time frame. So right now VELO has come in for a second point of contact here on its daily 20 EMA. So we had this bullish cross that we was monitoring over the past couple of weeks that come into fruition, where we broke out here, we took out these previous local highs and we put in a new high. We then came back to the bullish cross as anticipated, bounced off this cross, put in a new local high on the 24th of August, and since then have then come back again today for another retest of this daily 20 EMA. So what's important to note here is that on this double bottom that we've been monitoring, we've come back to a key level of support over the past week or so, and we've been holding it for a while. And we've come back down to this 20 for a retest, and equally we've been holding the neckline of this previous resistance of this double bottom pattern. We had this resistance level at 0.011, which is now our key support. So holding this 0.011 range is vital right now in order to see the continuation up here for VELO. But one really good sign is the fact that we're coming down to this 20 and we're seeing good relief right now. If we zoom into the 4 hour, which I did want to analyze as well and show you why, you'll notice that we are in an uptrend on these EMAs. We did have a bullish cross on the 13th of August, and since then we've been up in these EMAs, holding above them. We've come back to the 55 for support. We had some deviation down here, but eventually got back above and put in a new local high. Right now we've done the same thing. We've come back down to the 55, ran into the 20, lost the 55. We've deviated away from it, but what you'll notice is we've had a really strong candle that's coming in right now, and if we can close out above these 4 hour EMAs, then I think we're looking to start retracing back to these local 0.014 highs. Now, I was pointing out on Twitter that a key level to get in was the golden ratio from this local high on the 4 hour back to this local low. I said that we're going to be looking for the 0.0123 range to get in, because what we've had is some sort of pullback towards the 0.618, and this is why at the moment we're seeing this relief. So, you know, if you did see that on Twitter earlier and you got involved, fair play. I'm not saying that this is the case where we're not going to come back and put in a lower low, and we could come back even deeper here and still retrace. And what this could be is we've had an ABC. Right now, if we get a wave up into resistance and start retracing back down, this could invalidate an ABC, a larger ABC, for targets to pull back to in the future. So what we need to monitor now on the daily time frame is, as I've mentioned, just holding this 0.011 range where we've broken out and back tested for support this previous resistance, and we're holding that so far, which is so good. We've had the bullish cross on the daily, we've back tested it for support, we've put in a new local high, come back to the 20 again for support right now. So if we can build up here and start looking to march on, it would be fantastic. And what we could have on our hands, if we zoom out just a little bit here, is if this was the low here, then we've had a wave 1, this is a wave 2, and right now we're in this impulsive wave 3, which I believe will take us up to our 0.02 target, which is the double bottom target down here that we've spoke about in previous videos. Back test the previous level for support and then get that final fifth wave, which takes us back up to these local highs at 0.028. That could be a potential play. As I've said, we've got this double bottom on our heads right now that we're breaking out of. So you can see we've got this low, we had resistance, we come back for a higher low, we've broken out of the double bottom, we're holding it as support, looking for continuation of the trend. And this is where we could be in this 1, 2, right now we're in a macro impulsive wave 3, where we've broken out of resistance, we're holding the EMAs as support, and we're looking for continuation. So that's what I'm looking here for VELO right now, is just holding this 0.011 as support, this previous double bottom neckline, continue holding this as support along with the daily EMAs here, hold all of this as support and continue to hold it, and I think we're good for continuation, guys. But failing that, if we do lose 0.011, I've spoke about 0.09 being our last leg of support, because retracing from this local 0.014 high back down to this low, our key golden ratio support, the last leg for me is 0.009. Now that could come into fruition simply because we have this key ascending support. So from our 0.007 low, our local lows that we've put in a double bottom on here, 0.0073, you'll notice that we've got this ascending level of support where we came back for a point of contact. So we broke out, came back to support, we've broke out again. If we can't break out here and we do retrace any further, then look for this ascending level of support to hold on this ascending trend line, and equally the 0618 at 0.009. So that would be my bearish scenario, because we've come up, we've come back to support, we broke out a new high. If we roll over and lose the EMAs, look for this key level of support for continuation of the trend. And if it does happen, you've still got a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high. This would still be a higher low if we come back to this target, and then we just have to validate by putting in a higher high, and we're still in this bullish structure macro. So when in doubt, you just got to zoom out and just watch the trend. Right now the trend is our friend. We've got this bullish cross on the EMAs. We're holding the EMAs right here. We're in this, we're holding support on this double bottom pattern at 0.011. We haven't lost that yet. So far so good. We're looking for continuation to the upside. If we do start breaking out of our 0.0145 highs that we've just put in, I think we could be looking to run up to 0.016 in the near short term. But that has to, we have to take out our local high and continue this move up here in order to validate a potential move up to the 0.016. And then I have further targets beyond up to 0.0120. 0.0020, sorry. 0.020. Spit it out. And that target is because we have this double bottom from this neckline to here, and you'll notice that when we've broke out, which we already have, we've back tested for support. Our breakout target of the double bottom brings us up to 0.019/20. So that is the breakout target initially. I do think potentially, as I said, if we hold this level of support from this local low, retracing back to this high, we've got 0.016, which could be our next target, which I'm looking out for in the near short term if we get continuation. If not, I just gave you your bearish targets back down at this ascending level of support where this line is creeping up, 0.009, somewhere along there, and the golden ratio from this high retracing back to these lows. So I hope you enjoyed the content today, guys. From Chart Nerd TA, take care, peace out.